Please welcome the CEO of 42 Entertainment, Susan Bonds, and the Director of Business Development for 20th Century Fox, Jonathan Kazan.
We're very honored to be here to present this award. For many Americans, myself included, the legislative process in national government is shrouded in mystery and a frustrating fog, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Imagine making that process appealing and even exciting to middle and high school students, and a unique educational experience is born.
The Senate Immersion module, or SIM, housed at the nonprofit Edward M. Kennedy Institute for the United States Senate on the campus of the University of Massachusetts, is a uniquely conceived immersion experience that demonstrates the power of democracy in action. The storyline unfolds in a full-scale recreation of the Senate chamber in Washington, D.C., facilitated by live actors and a tablet-based app that gives students a unique mock identity for the day.
Students can create a profile and learn about a political issue before they form their own opinion, which will guide their actions in the mock Senate. Participants are taken through committees, they're instructed on debate techniques and rules, and then they take their place in the Senate chamber for a roll call vote that's the culmination of their experience.
When we first talked about the Institute, Teddy wanted a place where people could come to learn about the United States Senate, the place that he loved so much, the place that he believed had the power to change the lives of men and women, not just in this country, but around the world. He used to say with that little twinkle in his eye that the Senate's in Article 1 of the Constitution, after all. He loved the United States Senate, and he wanted everyone to have the experience that he had, understanding the power of the Senate. And I think we've done it, where we see the difference on people's faces and in their comments after they've had a chance to have the experience at the Institute. We watch people walk through the doors of the Senate chamber, and a hush comes over them. They have the awe that we hoped they would feel as they look around and really this exact replica of the Senate. And that was really the idea, that they would have the sense of what it is to be a United States Senator from the moment they walk in.
Visitors interact not only with the exhibits, but with each other. We're using the best of technology while encouraging face-to-face interaction and negotiation.
They have the chance to experience democracy. It's empowering. It's exciting. We've watched votes change because someone stood up and made an impassioned speech about why the vote should shift. I think that Teddy would be so proud. I know all of us who've worked on this from the very beginning have never been prouder of anything we've ever worked on in our lives.
Blending functional education and real-world issues, the Edward M. Kennedy Senate Immersion module is awarded this Thea Award of Achievement for bringing our ever-changing democracy to life in a dynamic and immersive experience.
Accepting the award for the Senate Immersion module from the Edward M. Kennedy Institute for the United States Senate is Chief Information Officer Christopher Ricard Facilides and partner and game designer at Gigantic Mechanic, Greg Triffry.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the Themed Entertainment Association for this award. On behalf of the Edward M. Kennedy Institute, our board, our president, Vicki Kennedy, who you saw, our board of directors, this is a huge honor for us. I also want to thank Ed Schlossberg and ESI Design, who worked with the senator and Mrs. Kennedy for over 10 years to develop the concept behind this and the idea of how do you cap a 47-year career that shouldn't be just about you, but should leave some sort of legacy for the future. For civic engagement, which is supremely important. I also want to thank our many partners, Gigantic Mechanic, who are here with us, Electrosonic, who nominated us for this, thank you very much, Richard Lewis Media Group, and Intersection, who did a lot of the expert coding and development. I also want to thank the students and the teachers who really were integral to creating and developing this from an idea to actually something that worked, and for their continuing presence there. They are what make day in and day out the experience real. They come in as raw students, if you will, and they walk into the chamber and they fall silent and really feel the majesty of the space and the import of the work that they're going to do. Many years ago, Thomas Jefferson wrote that an enlightened citizenry is indispensable for the proper functioning of a republic. It is therefore imperative that the nation see to it that a suitable education be provided for all its citizens. So we feel that we're part of that tradition in the work that we do. And finally, I want to thank Senator Kennedy for having the vision towards the end of his career, not knowing that it would be the end of his life, but that something after his time in the Senate could be left for the nation to as a legacy. And in his words, the work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die. Thank you.
Yes, so I would also like to thank the TA for recognizing work like the SIM. It's a very unusual piece, and it's an honor to be here with everyone and all the amazing projects. Thanks to ESI, to Richard Lewis Media Group, Intersection, Electrosonic, my team at Gigantic Mechanic, Mattia, Matt, and Dan, and to EMK, the Institute, for working with us, and especially Nell Breyer, who was a real partner in developing the SIM and running it with us. And thanks to all the kids who played it and gave us feedback and really inspired us. Along the way, we played this with kids all around the country. And in the end, you give me, all you kids out there that played this, you give me great hope that the future of the future and our democracy are in really good hands. So thank you very much.